Ash, not one chair?
I don't do chairs.
So what about your guests? We all just gonna stand, stare at you?
Guests? No. Did you come in here to drag me from my office decor, or do you want to prep for Top Takes Daily?
Let's prep.
Great. All right.
Yeah.
So obviously what Shep said was beyond the pale, but you've already been memed to death on social media, so it's not like it's going anywhere.
You know what, Ash, the more and more
soon.
I think about Shep right now, the angrier I'm getting, so I'd rather not talk about this.
Okay, be that as it may, you will have to talk about it, and
Mila?
you can't
You spoke about Mila on
lose your
TV?
cool on national
I
television.
don't care about TV. That is not cool.
I'm sorry, do you think that this is a prestige TV show? They're gonna ask you about it, you're gonna talk about it, and you're gonna get your emotions in check. Do you understand?
That was not acceptable.
Sure. Tell that to him when you see him in person.
Oh, I will.
But when you talk about it on TV, because believe me, you will have to talk about it on TV, you need to keep an even keel. You can say that the comment was unacceptable. You can even call him trash if you want.
But
I
isn't
don't
that
care.
basically losing my cool again?
Not if it's true. Okay? The main thing is you need to keep your cool so that it doesn't look like you're about to attack Kendrick Perkins for bringing it up on television. That's going to make you look weak.
Okay. I can get with that.
You could play the disappointed parent card, right? Oh, I expected more from my fellow man. The NBA is a brotherhood. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
High road or low road, right?
No,
Kinda thing?
they're both the high road. Both the high road, just different flavors. But the key is you got to be authentic, all right? You need to be you. You just need to be the calmest, most mature version of yourself possible.
Yeah, that's kind of like when I was in college. It kind of reminds me of that time when...
No, I don't have time to go on a trip down memory lane. Do you have anything else to say about Top Takes Daily?
No. I have no more questions.
Excellent. I'll see you at the studio. I'm going to meet you there. I need to lay some ground rules with the showrunner. And I also want to be there in case anything crops up last minute. Does that sound good?
Sounds like a plan. Again, thank you for your advice. Thank you for... Get some chairs in here next time.
Engage your core. Sit on the yoga ball. Wouldn't hurt.
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
Okay.
Trying to ride your coattails.
And,
And here he is.
MP, my name is Jocelyn Davies, executive producer for Top Takes Daily. So nice to meet you.
it's a pleasure to meet you as well.
As I was telling Jocelyn earlier, we are open to any discussion involving one Shep Owens, but we do expect those questions to be respectful. And if you wish to move on quickly from any given question, we expect that desire to be honored.
And as I was just explaining to Ms. St. Germain, this is a reputable program on $1 billion network. We take procedures and standards very seriously and will, of course, treat MP
No
with
snacks in the dressing room.
Oh my gosh. I will take care of
Second day this week.
it. Got it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Chips,
billion-dollar
cookies,
network.
crackers, popcorn.
Got it.
I'm not
Got
asking
it.
for
Thank
much.
you so much. 60 seconds.
Thank you.
Very reputable.
That's Stan right there.
Will, of course, treat MP with the utmost respect and professionalism at all times.
Will you guys have snacks?
Oh, yeah, we got snacks.
Hey, and I'm good. Let's do it.
Jocelyn, I mean it. Okay? This is not the day for Kendrick to try to go viral over anything. Are we clear?
Ash, loosen up a little bit. I can handle Perkins. That's no problem.
See? MP's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
Oh, of that I'm sure. But I can take care of myself. Okay, let's not forget that.
Okay. You ready to head a set now?
Yeah.
Let's head over. Everyone, I'd like to introduce MP.
Hey, how's it going? Sam Lewis. Big fan. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, man.
Of course, you know JJ
My guy. Good to see you.
and Kendrick.
Hey, what's going on, superstar?
Awkward. All right, you're going to sit right here adjacent to me. Thanks.
All right. Places, everyone.
All right, everybody. We're going live. Thanks for coming on the show. Here we go.
Anytime.
Just follow my video. 4, 3. And welcome back to Top Takes Daily. And for our next segment, we are joined live in studio by the guy everybody is talking about, our very special guest, MP. Welcome to the program.
My man, thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Now, I know this might be a sensitive subject, but I just want to get right into it. We all saw what happened on draft night.
Yeah.
But we haven't heard your side of the story. So I'm wondering, how does it feel to be on the receiving end of a mixed reaction like that on what should be the most enjoyable night of your life?
I mean, tell you the truth, I really wouldn't have noticed it if people like you didn't constantly bring it up. I mean, no offense, I'm really not trying to be combative here, but that's just my reality, man. Like, people cheer, people boo. You know, that's all a part of being an athlete. You know, it's really not a big deal as people are making out to be.
MP.
What's up?
With all due respect, I'm not buying that for 1 second. This wasn't a road game in the playoffs. These were your hometown fans booing you off the stage.
Come on. Bro, with all due respect, all due respect, but I really don't care. I really don't. That's just my truth right there. You know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be something I'm not so you'll buy it. That's what I'm not going to do. But people have been doubting me my whole life, and all I do is prove them wrong over and over and over and over again. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, this right here is no different. You know, they can boo me on draft night if they want to, but, you know, I tell you this, I'm making it impossible for them to boo me on the court, you know, because that's where it matters. That's all I care about.
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
A big part of the reaction to your selection was the fact that Shep Owens, your biggest rival, was still on the draft board.
That's right.
But a lot of people think he has the higher upside due to his athleticism and the fact that he has loads of untapped potential as a relative newcomer to this game, whereas you've been trying to work on your skill set for the last decade plus. How would you respond to people who think you've got the higher floor but the lower ceiling?
I understand where that view comes from, but I don't share it.
And why is that?
It's because basketball is about a lot more than athletic ability. I mean, what it's all about, like, what is your opponent doing? How can you stop them? What are your teammates' strengths? How can you empower them to play the best basketball that they can play?
Almost
You
like
know,
a chess match.
Absolutely. A complete chess match. Thank you. Athleticism is a tool, but that's all it is. It's a tool. It's like giving a power drill to a baby. But that doesn't mean that the baby can build you a house just because he has that power drill. You feel what I'm saying?
Time out.
Did I mess your head up with that one?
Are you calling Shep Owens a baby?
I think so.
No. Don't. What I'm saying is it's just a metaphor. So let's not read into that a little too much here.
MP, you know we keep it real on here. I gotta ask you, man to man, how do you respond to Shep Owens calling you out on his reality show?
Oh, wow.
This dude took shots at you. He took shots at your family. He even took shots at your girl. What do you say to something like that?
Yo, honestly, that's just who he is. He's a trash human being who has no class.
Wow.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We got real beef. Let's make some hamburgers. Tell him how you really feel, young blood.
Am I wrong? Doing what he did, he should be embarrassed, but he's not because he has no self-awareness to know when he's gone too far. Like, that was too far.
Yeah.
I mean, like, fam, you could debate who won the war of words, but you're not going to debate this big fat L that I'm about to give him for the whole world to see. And I'm going to make sure next time I see him, he going to know. He going to know what's up.
MP,
What?
you may not be an explosive leaper, but those some explosive words. I respect the confidence, if nothing else.
Sure, whatever.
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation, but unfortunately, we are out of time. MP, thank you for joining
Wait,
us.
so that's
It's
it?
been a real pleasure. Yeah, and then we got to wrap things up, but you have been a tremendous sport, and we really appreciate you answering the tough questions. We wish you all the best, you and your family and your girl. Coming up next, we talk early season
got jokes,
contenders and pretenders, but first, this commercial break.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
When you jump into the 70s or 80s eras in NBA 2K, you'll have the opportunity to add the legendary Bill Walton to your game.
He has played in some of the most memorable games in
Well, we're used to seeing a lot of player movement in the offseason, so how long do you think it takes, Doris, for a reconstructed team to get together and find that mesh point?
Kevin, that is not an answer we will know. A season has to play out. Look back to the Boston Celtics, who were 20-21 at one point before going on to the NBA Finals. Chemistry, how you're going to play, new faces, all of these things have to find a way to come together.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
With some changes. High foul comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Green in for Reggie Bullock. Grizzlies making a switch here. Dinwiddie finds Wood. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Doncic. Now here's Powell. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. And they double up Doncic. A miss that time would have put him up.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
13 feet away. That one wide left.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Down low. Here's Aldama. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Wood. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, and we're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Thank you, David. So, Greg, shooting, their number one concern coming into...
Now, how about the awareness of Kemba Walker? Make your teammate feel good with a pretty pass, Kemba.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam.
And with UConn back in 2011, Kemba Walker introduced himself to the basketball world. That was an absolute all-time run in the month of March.
Jones, the pass to MP. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Another miss, and they desperately need a... Dallas leading by 3 for Kemba in 2011 with the UConn Huskies. 11 consecutive wins to close the year.
I mean, winning his conference tournament, then the national title. And keep in mind, all those games were elimination games. So Kemba showing the leadership, and that really helped propel that young man into the lottery.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Wood. and so he's able to get one of two.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
MP finds Jones. Here's Conchar, guarded by Hardaway. Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good. And with the Mavs, a trip doors to the conference finals puts them ahead of schedule, many people think.
Yes, Kevin, but I don't think you can let that momentum you built last year fade in any way. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. We know how fragile success in the NBA is. You've got a top 5 player on your roster. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities.
And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Walker with a clean look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Dallas.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, lots of damage coming in transition.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in.
Grizzlies substitution. Brandon Clark.
Jones against Walker. Pass to Finney-Smith. Puts up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
MP passes to Aldama. Back to MP. Left side, Jones. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Walker. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Hardaway passes to Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And Doris, what you like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't force anything on offense. Just takes what he has available to him.
He is the perfect role player playing alongside his teammate Luka Doncic for this reason. Excellent screen setter, a real threat vertically at the cup. What a target for Luka.
The free throw drops for Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Christian Wood is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Powell in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And so it's Dallas with him. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points to the inside. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
For Dallas, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. That one is off.
At the line for Dallas, Reggie Bullock taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Here's Morant. 29 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
And the rejection by Jackson. MP left side. Bullock with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in.
Pretty early.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He got into double digits.
The Grizzlies force stand. Please give a big round of applause for your junior defense crew. Fans, your junior.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big cup. Changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Christian Wood. Green comes in for Reggie Bullock. Hardaway is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Memphis also making some changes. Aldama's checked in, and MP subbed in for Brooks. Free throw good, Bane. During Desmond Bane's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bane's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Then it's MP. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama at the foursome. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Bane.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the question for the Mavs is how do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming year.
Walker's checked in for Dallas. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams, and Jones subbed in for Morant. Outside, Bane. He's looking for MP and finds him.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Third team foul. Shooting for Memphis. Number 14. Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he can't hit the second.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Hardaway gets it to go. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
And that's why this team is willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets.
Clark against Powell. Clark kicks to MP. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. And Green gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Outside, Bane. Now the pass to MP. On the wing, Jones. Back to MP. It's stolen by Green. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
At the line for the Grizzlies, number 14, 2 shots.
shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Mavericks leading by 16. Outside, Green. Back to Walker. From 11 feet away. And the rejection by Clark. Jones dishes to Clark. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Powell. Shot left block. In deep. Hardaway drops it in the basket. Hardaway's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown he's not just a perimeter scorer. This guy can get it done on the inside.
Timeout called the Grizzlies.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Jones, the pass to MP. Back to Jones. Pass to Bane. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And it's Green missing. The Grizzlies trail by 18. To the paint. Here's MP. Second chance effort. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Brandon Clark.
And that one falls for Clark. And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here are the Mavericks now.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, Walker. Dishes to Powell. 1:49 left in the third. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Second chance shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
I think this is where Powell is really trying to improve, right? Sacrificing his body, taking it right to the defense.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Bane for 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Bane's got 10 points here in the second half. And Walker's got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 14. Pass to Doncic. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Lays it up off the glass. Walker's got 7 points.
Boy, the knack for scoring inside, one of Kemba Walker's most special skills. Wow.
Passes it to MP. On the wing, Jones. The pass to Aldama. Memphis moving that ball around. MP, no good. Dallas leading by 16. Over in the corner, Doncic. Off target from outside.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. On the night, free throw numbers for him, 9 attempts, made 7.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
A different look for Dallas. Christian Woods checked in for Powell, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Josh Green. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks lead by 15.
The Grizzlies, 66.
And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Contest 2, right? We'll contest 2 and contest 3, but no layup.
Jason Kidd feeling like they need to protect the rim above all else right now, willing to give in other areas.
And you have to take care of home base. Otherwise, it's going to be attacked all night, and that's not going to reflect well for you on the scoreboard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Up front, it's Finney Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. And it's Bullock in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Finney Smith kicks to Wood. Brooks against Dinwiddie. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Dylan Brooks. No good on the free throw.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Spencer Dinwiddie.
And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. MP left side. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Dallas the other way. They led by as many as 18 points.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Morant passes to MP. Back to Morant. Brooks against Dinwiddie. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
But when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Here's Jackson, and too long on the shot.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Doncic, again the Mavericks score.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Morant passes to MP. To halt the run. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Bullock. 4-on-3 break. The feed to Doncic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. at least not until you start getting a little longer in the 2.
Here's MP. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. Wood's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Dinwiddie kicks to Bullock. Here's Doncic. Here's Wood, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, every team had the chance to sign Wood early on, but passed. And this man just kept working, and now when healthy, he's becoming a force.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
On the wing, MP. Out to Morant. They could use a bucket. And another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Doncic with it. Fires the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on an 11-2 run. Dinwiddie dishes to Doncic. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
MP with the bounce pass. And Adams with the slam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Dallas calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Finney Smith kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Bullock. Dallas moving it around. Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and